So nature play as a significant role in creating inclusive learning environments by fostering social inclusion, enhancing environmental awareness, and promoting academic success. Green school grounds offer a more welcoming environment for students, especially from different backgrounds. For example, a study on green school grounds in Canada found that these spaces help to reduce social isolation based on gender, class, race, or kind of ability, while also fostering a more inclusive and supportive environment. So, by offering diverse spaces for play and learning, nature supports students in their ability to connect, communicate, and thrive together. This inclusivity is particularly crucial for children with ADHD. Especially ADHD is a common neurodevelopmental disorder, and it is more than just trouble paying attention. It's the condition that affects how the brain regulates focus and impulse control. It arises from an impairment in the prefrontal cortex mostly, which leads to difficulties in cognitive control, decision making, and emotional regulation. So nature has the great potential to positively influence these brain systems. There is much research demonstrating that natural environments and natural elements play a significant role in reducing symptoms of ADHD in children. Also, it offers significant benefits for children with autism by providing a sensory rich, calming, and engaging environment. So both nature helps autistic children to focus better and stay engaged, as its calming environment suits sensory sensitivities and reduces stress and anxiety. For example, I had the opportunity to observe a child diagnosed with mild autism syndrome for 5 days, witnessing the process firsthand. When Alex first arrived, he didn't follow any rules, shouted loudly, and didn't make any eye contact, and didn't communicate with, any of his peers. And especially after spending 5 days in a forest school, Alex was participating in group play with his friends and showing a greater tendency to follow the rules. So, to create more inclusive and resilient learning environments, teachers should integrate nature into both indoor and outdoor spaces. Simple additions like plants, for example, flowers or stones and natural materials not only enhance the aesthetic of the classroom, but also support children's emotional well-being and cognitive development. So these elements not only help children to feel more relaxed and engaged, but also facilitate a more effective and enjoyable learning experiences. In addition to incorporating nature into classrooms, teachers can also focus on designing nature-inspired outdoor learning areas. Equipped with a variety of features such as green spaces, climbing structures, water, or sand playgrounds, these spaces offer children opportunities to learn through exploration and creativity. Additionally, teachers can provide outdoor materials such as balance tools or stepping stones, loose parts, such as logs, sticks, rocks, or kind of tables and chairs. To fully benefit from the nature-based environments, teachers should use outdoor spaces regularly for educational activities like math, science, literacy, music, drama, and art. These can include outdoor play, collaborative projects, group discussions, or any activity typically done indoors. So in this way, teachers inspire children to interact with natural world, which sparks their curiosity and fosters deeper for more meaningful connections to the environment. By collaborating to design and maintain green spaces, like school gardens, for example, teachers can cultivate an environment that reflects the values of the whole community and make the learning spaces more inclusive and supportive. Additionally, teachers should encourage and guide families because families, I mean parents, are still really important elements of our teaching process. Also, families can be encouraged to explore their backyard with their children and create some adventures at home, to foster a deeper connection with nature. They can plant new seeds in pots, for example, or explore under pots or rugs with curious eyes. Another idea is to keep a natural living journal where they can document and share their observations and discoveries. Additionally, families can spend time with their children, both drawing pictures of a tree in their yard, for example, to capture the beauty of nature and nurturing children's creativity. Moreover, families can help their children to connect with nature by guiding them to explore different textures in the natural world through simple questions. So after the exploration, they can come together and share what they discovered. And if a child finds something new and or kind of really exciting, so they particularly enjoy feeling, it's important to let them stay and explore as long as they remain engaged. Besides that, on a nice day, for example, families can enjoy the morning or kind of afternoon outdoors by spreading a big blanket under a tree. And they can bring books or snacks or kind of few toys and allow their baby a space to crawl freely. Together, they can take deep breaths, watch birds on the ground, or kind of observe the shadows of leaves, for example. And later they can relax and take a short nap together. So this activity supports families and their children cultivate mindfulness skills and foster a deeper connection with nature and each of them. And in closing, I would like to end my presentation with this powerful quote from Richard Louv. I don't know if you have heard about his works or books. It's kind of really popular. And he is the writer of Lost Child in the Woods. He says, actually, nature offers each child an older, larger world separate from parents, and it offers healing for a child living in a destructive family or neighborhood. Given a chance, a child will bring the confusion of the world to the woods, wash it in the creek, turn it over to see what lives on the unseen side of that confusion. So thanks for your attention and patience. If you have any comments or questions, I will be really happy to take them now.